She's a jungler? Sarath is considered a jungler? No balance? No kind of like changes to heroes or items or anything? Jungle AI improvement. Yes. Oh my goodness. Amazing. The jungle AI is dumb. They're so stupid. I guess I set my expectations too high. Hello and welcome. Today, the Season 3 roadmap dropped and we will be going over it. I have not read it yet, so this is going to be more of a long form video where I go through everything and you guys get my initial reaction. Buckle up, because this is something we've been waiting for a very long time, and there should be a lot of good stuff. So let's dive in. Harness the Storm is the theme of this new season. And you see this writing here, these runic looking text. Twin Blast also had this upon his release, and people said that was something of a hint. Now, I don't know what this energy. I don't know. But somebody I think decoded that on the Reddit or the Discord or something. I should find out what that means. Well, let's see. We recently said goodbye to Season 2. What a wild ride it has been. Blah, 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 blah. The Pred report. Yep. We're looking into the future here. All right, let's move on. I want to get to the action, the meat and bones. Okay, so let's see here. First things first, Harness the Storm. Let's look at all the level, account level rewards. So she's a jungler? Sarath is considered a jungler? Oh my goodness, this is a surprise, because the reason why it's a surprise is in original Paragon, she was a melee ad carry that basically you were supposed to play in the lane, but it never really worked out because as a melee character, you open yourself up to immense threat. CC, you get locked down and you just get blown up. So she was an attempt at a melee ad carry, but she never really worked out well. And so for her to be classified as a jungler, this is also the first jungler that they've released in early access, like the one that first character that is officially classified as a jungler, not a solo off lane that can be used in jungle, but this character is supposed to be designated in the jungle. So man, this is shocking because I don't see it. I mean, if she needs some kind of interesting innovation on her kit, because otherwise, in my eyes, she's gonna be pretty much like Greystone. If her kit is the same as original Paragon, she's gonna be like Greystone. And anybody who has played Greystone in the jungle knows, yeah, you can do it, but it's very difficult to really stick to your target. Like, especially when you're trying to gank with a teammate, like you can do something, you just kind of slow them down and that's it. So she has the same exact thing. I have a feeling maybe they're going to add a stun on her ascend, which is a move where she ascends into the air and crashes down at a place that you designate like a comet almost. So because in that case, if she has that additional form of CC, I could see her being a jungler. But as of now, with the way that her kit works, she just has a slow, just like Greystone, and it's like just a one-shot slow where she like flaps her wings and it slows what's in front of her. Where Greystone, he has like a few hits of his sword. So we'll see how that goes. I'm surprised. I thought that we were going to get our first jungler maybe in the second, third, or fourth character, but hey, I'm happy. This is a pleasant surprise. So wow, she's a jungler. That's crazy. Okay, I'm really excited to see that as a jungle main. So you already know I'm going to test her out, but we'll see what happens. So at level 10, you get a profile icon, 15 profile icon, 20 hero skin, cool. Season themed jump pad visual effects, 25, that's cool, that's cool. I'm guessing it's going to be Christmas themed because I think season 3 is going to progress through the holiday season. So season themed common hero skin. Okay, yeah, the common hero skins are just going to be recolors. They're not going to be anything like to write home about. Season themed recall visual effects, that could be cool. That could be cool if it's something more than the blue portal. Season themed common hero skin, again, recolor. So all in all, the level, like I think they've also advertised these jump pad visual effects in the past, but we have yet to see it. So I don't know what to think about that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Planned features. This is a list, a show of intent. Some features may not make it during the season. Well, at least they put the disclaimer there so nobody can complain. Well, I mean, we still will complain, but Hero Affinity. That's going to be cool. I believe Hero Affinity is equivalent to a hero mastery system. So in Paragon, you had like some of the best mastery systems ever, where like if you mastered a hero, you had the fire skin, and not only that, they would have crowns. I don't know if some of you guys remember that, but you had characters and they had different types of crowns, and if you had like the final mastery, you had like this gold crown that your character had in game. It was such a cool idea, and it could have been expanded on. So let's see hopefully the hero affinity it'll amount to more than just a number out of game, but we'll see. Still, a lot of people are asking for that number out of game because they want something to grind for, or they want like some kind of reward just for any time that they put in the game. So that'll help achieve that. PS4 and PS5 early access launch. Oh, no Xbox. I'm curious as to why they didn't include Xbox here, because I heard on podcasts they mentioned Xbox, but it's not written here. So that's concerning, because they did say console release, which includes more than just PlayStation. I don't know. This, if they don't include Xbox, that's a little bit disappointing, because I'm pretty sure Smite's biggest player base is on Xbox. So and the new UI, I mean, we'll see how it goes. If they do a good job with the UI, I'll be happy. But if they are missing some like key features, like 2 gripes of mine. Number 1, there's no items at the end of the game. Why are there no items at the end of the game? It doesn't make any sense. So that's one of the things that I hope that they fix. And I know it's probably not going to change, but the hero damage in game is very bad. If you look at other games have it refined to such a level that it shows everything perfectly, but in this game it's not. So I don't think that's like they're gonna fix that yet, but I do hope in time. But as far as the out of game UI, I can't wait till they drop it. I just want them to be done with it, because you guys may not remember, but so early access started December 1st of last year. But if you remember, I think it was April of last year, they dropped a whole blog about their UI and how much progress they've made and everything. And so the fact that last April they dropped that blog more than a year ago, and now they're still, it's kind of up in the air and it's still not perfectly clear. This UI has plagued early access. I really hope that they're able to wrap it up and get it done. Account linking, this is something that's very important, and it's very good, because I know that some people, like I've actually had some people mention how like they normally play on PC because that's all it was available on, and they have their Epic Games account and Steam account and all this, and how is it going to work with console. So it should be all of the accounts should be linked and just transfer over seamlessly if I play one game on my PC and one game on my PlayStation, you know. Jungle AI improvement, yes. Oh my goodness, amazing. The jungle AI is dumb. They're so stupid and they reset all the time. All the time, man. It's like you're kiting them perfectly, you're putting in the extra effort, and then oh, jungle resets, they gain 25% of their HP back. Great. Great. Now my jungle clear, which I mean, like on some characters you have like a very tight window, and if you lose 3 seconds, some paths that you want to potentially take are no longer available to you. So for example, I'll go over this in a future video. If you start red buff and you go 5 camp and then 2 camp, if you do it quickly enough, you could possibly take the 4 camp on blue side and still make it to contest to river on the left side, which is normally the river where your mid laner will not secure because the enemy jungler is going to be there. So it's like it's an aggressive offensive position to contest the first rivers, because normally the river by your, if you started red, if you just help your mid laner secure that river side buff, it's free. But with this play, you not only clear 4 camps before the 3-minute river mark, but you potentially steal the left side river, which just is a nice little advantage for your team against the other team. And if you lose 2 seconds, 3 seconds because a camp resets, that's it. That 4th camp, no longer an option because you're going to be too late. So I really hope that not only that they fix the resetting, but you can also kite them further out, because there's like, if you go, obviously, you know, if it distance wise, if you go far enough, they're going to reset. But part of the improvements should include, because there's some dead spots, there's like some dead spots where you're right there inside their little spawn area and you hit a dead spot and they reset. So really awesome. Hero acquisition, that's good, that's always good, especially for people who are like free to play. They need a path for hero acquisition that feels fulfilling. Dynamic ping system improvements, thank goodness. I don't mind the ping system. What I mind is the how it visually comes on the screen, right? So you're playing the game, you're looking at the center of the screen, and the only indication of pings is all the way on the left side and all the way on the right side. And it's like when you have somebody trying to, you know, stun you and ult you and all this stuff, you can't see the pings. How many times have you been in a huge fight and then you see afterwards you've been pinged like 7 times to retreat, but none of it was in your face, so you couldn't see it? So that'll be cool. New controller layout, that's cool too. Twitch drops, that's gonna be good. If they are preparing for Twitch drops, that means they're gonna be preparing for free to play soon, because that's gonna be big once free to play drops. Season, yep, it'll start September 12th, wrap up early in 2024. 5 main update releases this season will contain 5 new heroes and a new original hero. That's noteworthy too. And I don't know what this is. This looks like a clamp or like a portal. A claw. We will also release regular balance patches between each update. Yep. Update frequency. We're making an important change to the cadence of season 3 after 0.11. The speed at which we will release each patch will slow down slightly. What? Larger content patches will be roughly every 6 weeks, and balance patches will follow. Okay, this is like the opposite of what they said, that once they release the UI, they'll increase like the flow of content. All right, that's peculiar. The reason for this change allows us to focus more on adding remaining content into the game that is necessary for our free-to-play goals. We will also be using extra time to streamline our release process for upcoming console release. After this season, we will reassess this new cadence. All right. So that's kind of a bummer. They said once the UI is going to be released, like they'll release content quicker, and it turns out no, they're going to release it slower. But I mean, it's Omeda's MO, slow and steady, and they do a good job. So whatever. If you follow social media, blah 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 blah, yeah, see, with our favorite Sarath beat, yep. The rest of the heroes, okay, codename Emerald is a new hero that will harness energy of the Soul Storm in their powerful pursuit of power, which I guess is the Omeda new hero. More about codename Emerald, but you have to wait until further into the season. End of season rewards. Yep. Additionally, as we have also done in previous seasons, your player level will be reset once at the end. Where we've discussed before our intentions to avoid this, it's a necessary step to take at the early access while we flesh out the systems. Okay, let's talk about those rewards. As always, is at end season. Level 10, season 3. Okay, Omeda hero profile icon, cool. Common skin. Oh, this is all. Yeah, we already went over all this. I thought they were talking about season 2's rewards, whatever. I thought they were going to give us extra rewards like they did in season 1, but fudge. That's not the case. Console release PS4 and PS5. Yeah, they're leaving Xbox out. Or do they mention Xbox? Oh yeah. While our aim is to release the game on both Xbox and PlayStation, the submission process for PlayStation is the furthest one along, meaning that okay. So there's a whole they're basically caught up in the process for Xbox. So all right, well hopefully that means that it's on Xbox's side to review, and it's not that Omeda has a lot of development work to do there. Leaving early access will be a big moment. Will come after season 3. Yeah, probably after season 4. New UI hype. Yep. But we want to manage expectations. We're proud of the work we have done. We're excited to get your feedback. A chunk of the work went into controller support and optimizing feature development. It might not be apparent from. Yep. Yeah, I mean that's the full disclosure. The UI is not going to seem like much to the regular players, the people who play this game every day. That's the truth. It's not going to seem like much. So it's more of a thing for like a new player to come on board where they just have a seamless process navigating throughout Predecessor. That's what it's more for. For us, like, and especially me, it's not going to be much at all. But you know, I appreciate the work that's been put into it. Hero Affinity. Take our beloved hero mastery system from Paragon. With this system, you'll be rewarded for spending time mastering each hero. There will be various rewards with each tier reflecting the hard work and dedication required to achieve it, from shiny titles that will display on loading screens to exclusive skins. There will be plenty of reasons to level up your favorite heroes. That's massive. This is going to be so massive. It's one of the most universally loved things from Paragon. And of course, people are gonna love that flair. Like you know, I think it's silly because the game usually loads so quickly. It's like the loading screen. You know, League of Legends, it takes a while, but this game's loading screen is like 3 seconds. So you're like, but it's good. It's good to feel like you're receiving some gifts and goodies and rewards. So. Hero acquisition, yeah, before you need to play a new hero, you have to unlock them first. Yep. By simply paying to skip the grind, we hope that the system will be rewarding for those who will regularly invest their time in Predecessor while also providing goals to work towards. Okay, jungle AI. Okay, this is my section. Let's read this. Playing as a jungler is about to become even more exciting. We're planning several improvements to make the fights with jungle minions more challenging and more thrilling. Minions will be able to exit their camp radius, attack while moving, jump off nearby ledges, and have improved pathfinding. Okay. Alongside this, we have a larger jungle rebalance plan to promote more interactive gameplay between the dedicated jungler and their lane-focused counterparts. We hope that these changes will make jungle role even more involved and exciting while adding an extra layer of depth of any hero adventures in. Okay. So jumping off nearby ledges kind of goes hand in hand with the improved pathfinding and then being able to exit their camp radius. Now, attacking while moving, right? Because some of you junglers out there, you guys don't kite your minions, and as a result, you take a lot more damage than you otherwise would. And part of the reason that this is possible is because they don't attack while moving. They have to like stop and attack, and then you back up a little bit, so then they have to do their goofy little walk, and then now I don't know how effective kiting is gonna be. You will have to see when they make the jungle AI improvements. But in other games like League of Legends, one of the biggest differences of a superior jungler is how they lead the minions out of the camps. Because you could, like, if you just like attack the minion where they spawn rather than leading them to where you're pathing next, your clear is way slower. And I'm hoping that Predecessor can achieve that kind of relationship, because it's non-existent now with the way that the jungle minions path, but we'll see. I don't know, because I can't really determine or imagine how you can make fighting an NPC minions more involved or more interactive, but we'll see. Hopefully the Predecessor's cooking up something good, because I did want that, because you know the radius right now in Predecessor is very small. It's very small, but you can't really lead the minions to the next camp. You can within that small radius, but if it's going to be longer, then that's way more important, and it causes some interesting situations, because what's also going to be important is how the jungle AI targets, because right now, once the jungle camp is aggroed, the enemy, I mean the jungle AI just targets the closest enemy. So like if you're jungler invading the enemy jungler and he's on a jungle minion camp, and here's the the enemy minion camp, and here's the jungler, you basically want to create like a sandwich, because you don't want the extra damage from the jungle minion camps. You want the extra damage to continue on the enemy jungler. So now this, that if you can really pull them far away from their camp, how is that going to work? So it could change jungle quite a bit. This whole AI thing could change jungle quite a bit. I think that it's going to be a good thing. I think that it's going to be a good thing. We'll have to wait and see and find out. New and improved controller layout. I don't have to go through that. Dynamic ping system improvements. Okay. To fit, it'll have more options to choose from. I think it'll significantly improve team communication, telling your teammates what's going on and responding. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just don't try to reinvent the wheel. Do what Smite does. VVG, VVVVV. I don't know what, you know. It seems simple and easy. Player account portal. Yeah, hub. Yeah, okay, nice. To other accounts, opening the door for as well as following social. Oh, Discord, playing out the early access role. That okay. Change your in-game. Cool. So you'll be able to link social medias with your Predecessor account. Support portal release. Okay. Season 4 and beyond. Aha. Is planned to be the last early access season in this format. That doesn't necessarily mean that we will move out of early access at the end of the season, but we will expect that after season 3 things will be different. More information on this towards the end of the season. End of season reward items. Okay. End of season reward items. Yeah, Omeda can take it back or change it at whatever they want. Really? There's no balance? No, it's nothing with the balance. Are you serious? No balance? No kind of like changes to heroes or items or anything? All right. Well, I mean, that's it. That's the season 3. You know, I expected all of this, but also some like hero changes and item changes and stuff like that. Maybe a new item. I don't know. I guess I set my expectations too high. And so you have it. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts about this season? Is it lackluster? Is it more than you could have imagined? What are your thoughts? Please let me know in a comment below. Like the video as well if you can. And stay tuned. There's plenty more Predecessor content on the way. Hope to see you guys out on the battlefield. And as always, fight on, friends.